Hello guys! For those who do not know me, my name is Mackenzie Angelo Lumesar, but you can call me Kenzie. I am a student of Bina Nusantara Alam Sutra and in the class of LG24. I am majoring in International Business Management. In today's presentation, I would like to share you about coffee. But before we may begin our presentation today, I would like to know if how many of us do drink coffee. Give me your thumbs up if you drink and give me your thumbs down if you do not drink coffee. Okay, so I have divided my presentation into four big parts. The first one is history of coffee, and then the types of coffee bean, and will be continued with the benefits of coffee, how good is coffee for our body, and then last but not least, the conclusion. So now we may begin into the history of coffee, the first chapter of the story. It all was started on 15th century where coffee was invented in Yemeni, the district in Arabia. But it was well known in Syria, Egypt, Persia, and Turkey on 16th century. Fun fact, on that time, coffee was not like nowadays where we can enjoy coffee in home, houses, but on that time, coffee was being enjoyed in many coffee houses. One of them is called as Ave Cane. So now let's jump or move on into the European era. The European traveler came to Near East to bring back coffee to Europe on 17th century. But unfortunately, there was a controversy in Europe where the locals there called the coffee as bitter invention of Satan because as we all know, coffee is bitter. But despite that, coffee was very enjoyable and was very popular in Europe, and because of the popularity came coffee houses. Now let's move on to the new era. When coffee came to the Europe, the Dutch got this idea where they wanted to spread the coffee bean. Unfortunately, the first attempt in India was failed, but the second attempt in Batavia, Indonesia was successfully. And from that succession, they planned to expand the cultivation of coffee throughout the world. So now let's move on to the types of coffee bean. The first coffee bean that I would like to share you is Arabica. This coffee bean is very well known throughout the world and it is very enjoyable. This coffee came from Ethiopia and cultivated in almost part of the world such as Indonesia, Africa, and etc. Why is it the best? Because it has a good taste, and by the good taste, it has the extremely few compound of caffeine. So that's why it is the best. So now let's move on to the Robusta coffee bean. This coffee bean discovered in Congo in 1898. It is cultivated in Africa, Europe, and Asia. It is mixed up with sour and bitter taste. And then these types of coffee bean usually cheaper than the Arabica itself. Now let's move on to Luwak white coffee. This type of coffee bean is fermented naturally in the stomach of luwak. So the bacteria there produce this coffee, and because of the bacteria, it has the best taste and it is one of the expensive coffee bean. Now let's move on to the benefits of coffee bean. So the benefit of coffee, is first one makes us smarter because the coffee contains a lot of antioxidants. Number two, coffee can help us to burn our fat and improve our physical body performance because the caffeine in that contains in the coffee can make us more active, and it helps us to burn our fat. Last but not least, it has a lot of vitamins that are beneficial to our body. So now let's jump into the conclusion of coffee. It has great storyline. It is cultivated in many parts of the world and it is well known. Second one, they are unique. They have many types of coffee bean and all of them are unique. And then coffee can help us to be smarter, to be more slimmer maybe, and then a lot of vitamin that contains in coffee. So that's the presentation for today. I hope you get something beneficial from my presentation. Thank you for listening and have a good day. Bye!